At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Grand Bahama Resort seeing a boost in business thanks to the NACAC Track and Field Championships. Officials from the Ministry of Social Services touring new temporary housing. And a police-involved stabbing is now under investigation by the Complaints and Corruption Branch.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, we're now just one day away from the North America, Central America, and Caribbean Association Athletic Championships, and hotel and resort officials say it's the boost businesses have been waiting for. Several properties are reporting more heads and beds this weekend thanks to the major sporting event. Our Cleopatra Murphy has the details.
Hotel properties on Grand Bahama are benefiting from NACAC being hosted on the island this weekend, with the Ocean Reef Resort and Yacht Club boasting full capacity during what is traditionally the slow season.
NACAD has given us 100% occupancy this week. We are so grateful to have them here. They have been an awesome group of people, and we are just excited. We have a total of 60 rooms. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms is what they consist of. And NACAD currently is occupying at least 55% of those rooms.
Hundreds of athletes, both local and international, are on the island for the sporting event, and operations manager Cindy Davis says officials are grateful for the economic injection the sporting event is bringing to the island and the property.
This is what is known as our slow season. August and September is generally slow season in the hotel industry, so it has been extremely slow last week. So we welcome this busyness that we're getting right now.
Managing director of the Pelican Bay Hotel, Magnus Alnebeck, says that property is also getting a boost.
For us personally, we have about 200 room nights from the event, and we could have probably got more if we could have, but we are actually very busy at the moment. So it's having a great impact. I'm not sure how many room nights in total in Grand Bahama that they have, but I think it's fantastic to see that in August, in the middle of the hurricane season, that we do an event like this and it puts some energy into the place.
Island Seas Resort and Marina is not being left out. Assistant Resort Manager Laquelle Bullard Delaveau says the property has welcomed some 58 athletes.
With NACAC coming in, it's doing well for us. We would have welcomed in Bahamas, Anguilla, Aruba, and Turks and Caicos. So it's been a little hype since they came in yesterday.
Occupancy at that property is now about 30%, and because business is usually slow during this period, officials say they are embracing the business. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Thank you for that, Cleo. In other news, additional temporary housing units will soon be made available for residents of Grand Bahama. The Minister of Social Services, along with a team from the department, taking a tour of the newly renovated complex today that is expected to be fully completed in a few months. Rumiko Knowles has more details in this report.
The Ministry for Social Services responding to the island's need for temporary housing through the renovation of the Pine Forest complex located behind me. This building has 10 units, and the minister responsible for social services, the Honorable Miles LaRota, says they will be fully furnished with all amenities included.
This is the result started under the former minister, my predecessor, the late Obadiah Hercules Wilschcombe.
The final touches are being made to the housing units located in 8 Mile Rock. Minister LaRota says it gives him great joy to be able to assist those in need, but he stresses that these units are only for temporary shelter, not long-term housing.
This is to assist the poorest of the poor, to help them get through a rough time, but also to work along with them to get from dependency to empowerment. So we're looking at probably 3-month stays here.
And while it is only to assist those who may need social assistance, consideration will be given based on an individual's circumstances.
This property is not just to assist those in West Grand Bahama. And so anyone in Grand Bahama who meets the requirement, who are means tested and qualify for temporary shelter assistance, could apply to stay here.
Officials say applications for assistance are available at any social services department. Charlamagne Fernando, Social Services Director, acknowledges the hardships many residents face on the island.
The Department of Social Services and certainly the ministry does not like to see families out there on the streets sleeping in cars and struggling to that level. That's not something we're used to in the Bahamas, and we don't want to see that continue. So anything we can do to try to address this issue, we are happy to do. And so we are so pleased that this first temporary shelter facility is coming online, and it's just about ready to be open.
Switching gears now, police on Grand Bahama are responding to claims from a mother who alleges that her son was stabbed by a police officer while at a local establishment. The officer in charge of the Northern Bahamas says the matter is now in the hands of the Complaints and Corruption Branch, and adds that while officers are sworn to serve and protect, they are also justified in using force when necessary.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Eduardo Dame says allegations against a police officer involved in an alleged stabbing are now under investigation by the Complaints and Corruption Branch. While he couldn't share many details, Dame explains that the incident began when an officer was handling a matter at a local establishment with a young man when 25-year-old Franklin Altonor approached and got involved.
This resulted in officers arresting two 25-year-old males. One, for threats of death, assaulting a police officer, resisting arrest, and disorderly behavior. The other was arrested for assaulting a police officer, resisting arrest, and disorderly behavior. During the arrest, one of the males was injured and subsequently taken to the Rand Memorial Hospital for medical attention. This male is currently detained at the hospital.
When asked directly if the police officer did in fact stab Altonor, here was the Assistant Commissioner's response.
The matter is still a subject of investigation that is being looked into under Complaints and Corruption Branch, and all allegations are being looked into by the Complaints and Corruption Branch. I cannot speak further as to what are the details, because as you are aware, the matter is under active investigation.
In response to the mother's plea calling on officers to uphold their duty to protect and serve, ACB Dames acknowledges that this remains the core responsibility of the police force. While he does not condone police brutality, he adds that during arrest, situations can escalate. In such cases, the law allows officers to use a justifiable amount of force.
Officers' behavior, where it is founded that officers have acted beyond their capacity as law enforcement officers, they will be dealt with.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Yolanda Thompson, Everest.
Well, it's a story that's been making headlines since earlier this month. An altercation between three women at the international airport. Now, all three are facing criminal charges. Our Yolanda Thompson Everest joins us with more on what the police are saying about the incident.
What started as a heated argument at the international airport has ended in criminal charges. Three women now facing counts of fighting. Superintendent of Police Stephen Roll speaking out on the matter, warning that this kind of public violence officers are cracking down on, and those involved will be held accountable.
I wish to say that the three females who were involved in that fight at the airport were all charged before the court for fighting.
The superintendent of police says this charge should serve as a warning to others about the consequences of disorderly behavior. He stresses that the police expect adults, especially, to know how to peacefully resolve conflicts, particularly in public.
Whenever in doubt, reach out to someone, or your local police officer, security officer, or even some appropriate adult, to try and bring some resolve for the matter before it gets to this fighting in public places.
Roll also providing an update on another video circulating on social media showing a young man resisting arrest at a local establishment, which similarly resulted in charges being filed.
While conducting the search of this young man, he began to act oddly and resisted violently, as you can see in the video. He was later subdued and taken to police custody. I can say that he was charged and put before the courts on charges of resisting arrest and disorderly behavior.
Addressing complaints from residents about police brutality and occasional mistreatment, Roll acknowledges that while disorderly conduct will be dealt with accordingly, Commissioner of Police Shanta Knowles maintains a strong stance on police professionalism and remains committed to the oath officers have taken to protect the public.
I would not tell you that it doesn't happen. I've had reports before and it was addressed. So we need to, like I said, the unethical behavior, our commercial stance firm on, and professionalism, we will serve the public.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Yolanda Thompson, Everest.
Meantime, the surge of crime in the nation's capital is a growing concern, says youth activist Dudley Sade. The founder of the Reach Out Youth Organization is no stranger to speaking out against rising crime, but tonight he's urging community leaders to take a stand as well. Sade emphasizes that crime is not solely a government issue, it is a problem that starts within society itself. Matthew Martinborough has more in this report.
Crime throughout the country has taken a concerning turn for the worse, with more recurring incidents, namely a mass shooting that claimed 2 lives and injuring 5 other young males in the nation's capital on Saturday, August 9th. Speaking with Dudley Sade, a community activist and founder of the Reach Out Youth Organization, he believes society is to blame for the violence in our communities.
It's a social problem. I think what happened is the government don't buy guns. The government don't shoot. So I think it is a social problem that this country is facing. That young men literally are riding in their vehicles, going out searching to kill. So I think personally it is a social problem.
As a victim of both a shooting and stabbing incident during his adolescent years, Sade contends that a greater effort to stop the violence can be made from community leaders.
They need to put all of us in a room, and I continue to say this, the Collins Reed, the Darren Rose, the Dudley Sade, put all of us, the pastors, put all of us together, the policemen, and let's tackle this. You have over 3,000 churches in Nassau, and we still having bloodshed. Anyone just saying, boy, they ain't my family, or I just going on normal. It is not normal what they're saying. Something is terribly wrong.
Additionally, Sade mentioned several ways that may assist in eradicating the crime problem, such as stiffer penalties for firearm possession and more diverse mentoring programs. However, he feels that an impactful way of doing so is going to the heart of where these issues stem from.
Because I started my organization in the Garden Village community, where the hardened guys was, and I had opportunity to speak with them, sit with them. Why y'all joining gangs? Too much of your young boys are dying. And I think, and when we did that, we had an opportunity to talk to them, and we could see a little curve in it. So our work really is mentoring young men.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
And still to come.
Urban Renewal launches Youth Empowerment Initiative just in time for Youth Month. That story plus sports and more when we return.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
The 2025 NACAC Track and Field Championships are coming to Freeport August 15 to 17. Athletes from across the region will compete at the Grand Bahamas Sports Complex in 3 days of non-stop action. Follow NACAC Athletic Championship on Facebook and Instagram. Tickets are available at nacac2025.bahamasloc.com.
It's back to school with Bellevue Gifts and Supplies. Shop now and get huge savings on composition books, 15% off textbooks, workbooks, school supplies, and all teachers' aids. Bellevue Gifts and Supplies, Queens Highway, making going back to school more affordable.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products that bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. The Urban Renewal Youth Achievers Club is stepping into Youth Month with a bold new vision, a national initiative aiming to empower young people, build stronger communities, and ensure no youth is left behind. Sharing more on the initiative is Deputy Director of Urban Renewal, Senator Kirkland Russell.
One of the most important parts or element of the Youth Achievers Club is to put the government, in a position where we could track these children from start to finish. No matter what discipline they may be in, we are able to track their progress, provide intervention, or whatever support they may need along the way.
Manager of Urban Renewal's Northern Branch, Tanya Monroe, says the program was carefully designed to meet young people where they are, ensuring there's something for everyone while focusing on the overall development of each child. For those interested in getting involved, applications are available at all Urban Renewal centers. You can also visit the Urban Renewal website to find contact numbers and learn more about the program.
All of these things are geared towards promoting and building a child from the bottom up, because our drive, our focus is to make sure that we can follow a child from we meet them until it's time for them to leave us. There is something for every child if you want them to be a part of us, and we can assure you we take good care of them.
Well, on night 4 of our Grand Bahama is now fully fiberized series. We follow the customer journey from installation to real-life impact. Customers share how BTC's fiber service has improved their experience, from supporting youth programs to enabling virtual meetings, planning, and community engagement. Plus, BTC team members and customer service reflect on what the upgrade means for those they serve. From the people who matter most, the customers. From small business owners to content creators and students, fiber has transformed how Grand Bahamians live, work, and connect.
We already cleared that queue, so nothing is in hold. All our customers have already been cleared here.
From sign up to activation, the copper to fiber migration is a carefully managed process. Project lead Annika Mills works across departments to ensure every customer is moved over with precision. It starts with the basics, building a clean, accurate list, names, phone numbers, email addresses, and correct home locations. For Annika, every detail counts.
Once we had that comprehensive list, it was shared with our support teams. I managed the list and also work closely along with those various teams to ensure that the customers were contacted and they were migrated prior to the deadline.
But what is it that truly keeps BTC customers happy? According to customer service representative Alexandria Richardson, it comes down to delivering on the promise.
I think the
BTC offering the best in cutting-edge technology, actually us offering the best quality and services and products to our customers. Because you have customers that are fine with their corporate services, but I like to educate our customers and let them know about the benefits and the cost-saving measures that our fiber services can offer them.
And for community leaders like Pastor Darren Roll, the arrival of fiber was a game changer. As a mentor and director of the Falcons Boys Club, Roll manages youth groups that rely heavily on digital tools, and BTC's fiber upgrade couldn't have come at a better time.
One of the things that the instructors are going to be requiring is fiber, going to be requiring fast internet. So when BTC said that to us, it was a no-brainer for us to be able to partner with them.
Pastor Eddie Victor describes the transformation as night and day. After years of constant interruptions, buffering, and downtime, he says the shift to fiber finally solved the frustrations that had become a daily norm.
Not only did I immediately sign up, but I told my neighbors all through North Bahamia that fiber service was now available.
From seamless migrations to real-life impact, the fiber journey has only just begun. But who are the men and women making it all happen? In our final segment, we go behind the scenes, spending a full day on the job with a BTC team member. And that's a look at stories making news. Our Jay Philippe is up next with sports after this commercial break.
It's back to school and back to savings at Bellevue Business Depot. 20% store-wide sale until September 13th on cash and credit card purchases. Spend $50 or more to enter to win a laptop. Drawing and sale ends September 13th.
Clearview Glass and Windows Repairs, Freeport trusted name since 2006. This August, get 10% off all windows screen. Give them a call today at 352-7694 or 826-7509. The choice is clear with Clearview.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Hi, I'm Thomas Bates. Welcome to Spectrum Paints. We're a one-stop shop paint store here in Freeport. We carry Benjamin Moore paints among many other brands. We have all the sundries you may need, brushes, rollers. We have floor paint, wall paint, roof paint, stucco, anything. We can custom match colors, computer matching, computer tinting. We carry Benjamin Moore paints, which is the industry leader in paint quality and customer satisfaction. We're the only place in Freeport you can get Benjamin Moore. You can find us on the web at spectrumpaints242.com. We're located number 5 Oak Street, across the street from Hugh Campbell. Phone number is 351-9539. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and on Saturday, 8 to 1.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. The NACAC Senior Championships is set to begin tomorrow morning right here at the Grand Bahamas Sports Complex with over 30 countries competing in the region. We spoke to some athletes from Team Bahamas and other countries in preparation for the big meet tomorrow.
I'm going to be competing in the mixed relay on the 16th. I'm very confident in the team that we have, and I hope that we could get that qualifying spot. Right now, the bubble, I don't remember the time, but the bubble is Jamaica from last year, Paris. So hopefully we can get in there.
I feel like I'm going to do well. I'm excited. I'm in shape. I've been training for this event. And I think if everything goes well, I'm going to win this meet. My focus is just to take it one step at a time. Once I get to the end, I know I'm going to win the event. So just got to take it event by event and possibly, hopefully, to come with a win.
I'll be competing in the 110 hurdles this upcoming Friday. I think the morning session is my heats. And the expectation is for me just to finish the race healthy. I mean, I've been hurt since, like 2 months now, so this is my second race back. So I just want to go there and execute the best of my abilities, and hopefully I could go there and qualify for the the World Champs team.
I'm competing in the 4x1 at this meet. I feel amazing. I feel as if this is one of the best 4x1 teams that the Bahamas has had in a long time. So I think that we can go there and do something special. It's just a matter of execution and getting the stick around. And I think that we can run something fast.
I'll be competing in the 400-meter hurdles, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ready. I'm in training for this, preparing for Worlds. So this is part of preparation and, bring home a medal by the grace of God.
The event that I'll be competing in is the 400-meter hurdles. My expectations for that is to go there and hit the World Championship qualifying standard, just finish the race healthy. And training for me has been going really good this season. I would say this is one of my best seasons I've had in my life because I didn't deal with much injuries, and then if there was something that kind of felt uncomfortable, me and my coach, we just kind of took the time to recover, rest, and do a lot of treatment.
Right now, I'm currently at 55 seconds. All I have to do is run 54 seconds, which is my goal for this weekend. And also, within the ranking, I'm number 41, if I'm not mistaken, and 40 girls to go. So I'm pretty close. I'm pretty confident that I can make it.
Ladies and gents, that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
The 2025 NACAC Track and Field Championships are coming to Freeport August 15 to 17. Athletes from across the region will compete at the Grand Bahamas Sports Complex in 3 days of non-stop action. Follow NACAC Athletic Championship on Facebook and Instagram.
Tickets are available at nacac2025.bahamasloc.com.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Get a jump on your health and fitness goals with the Fitness Connections Transformation Challenge. We've already helped hundreds of people get closer to their health and fitness goals and achieve awesome results like you see here. You can scan the QR code to find out more. But let me tell you what all comes with the challenge. One, you get 20% off coupons to the Fitness Connection every 2 weeks. You get coaching calls with us on Zoom. You get accountability, us checking in on you. And you also get the chance to win $1,000 and other prizes if you are the winner. So what do you have to lose? $50, you can have a chance to win $1,000 and get the body of your dreams. So scan the code now, sign up. We're here to help you.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
Biggest night this November 1st. Join Alliance Promotions, YBE Promotions, Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, and Bahamas Air as they present the Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series at the National Stadium Ground. Performing for the first time, Tyrese comes to Bahamas to deliver an unforgettable performance. Also performing R&B sensation Uncle Sam. The Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series, Saturday, November 1st at the National Stadium Ground, Nassau. Tyrese, and Uncle Sam together for the first time in Nassau. Advance tickets are available now at all Cash and Go locations. Or log on to cashandgobahamas.com for info. Call 242-427-8111 or call 242-357-0116. Be there.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report, Atlantis announces plans to expand. Plus, shantytown residents in the capital have about 28 days to get out or face the music. And a family of 7 forced to sleep in their vehicle after a fire ripped through their East Street South home. We've got their heart-wrenching story. The Bahamas tonight, the national report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. With more than 3,800 rooms, over 40 restaurants and bars, and an expensive marina, an 18-hole championship golf course, and its 141-acre water park, Atlantis Paradise Island Resort truly reigns supreme in the domestic and international hotel sector. And the big news today is that the property's developers announced their plans to expand the resort even more to continue serving as a cornerstone in the country's #1 industry. Altavis Munnings reports.
On Thursday, global investment firm Brookfield Corporation announced the successful completion of a $1.93 billion refinancing of Atlantis Paradise Island Resort. Atlantis' developers are planning an additional $475 million in capital improvements over the next 5 years. That includes a full renovation of the Cove in 2026, upgrading guest rooms, public areas, pools, and dining venues, as well as a series of high-impact projects across the resort aimed at elevating the guest experience and strengthening Atlantis' competitive position. According to Brookfield, these investments are expected to create hundreds of local construction jobs and support new long-term employment opportunities for Bahamians. Atlantis is the largest private sector employer in the Bahamas, with approximately 6,200 team members, and more than 20% of Atlantis employees have been with the resort for over 2 decades. Brookfield is also exploring strategic development opportunities across 46 acres of land adjacent to Atlantis and evaluating plans to redevelop the former beach tower. Now, since 2020, Brookfield has invested more than $260 million to enhance Atlantis' position as one of the world's premier destination resorts. Brookfield's refinancing of Atlantis is welcomed by the Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, who endorses the creation of hundreds of construction jobs and supports long-term employment. The Ministry of Tourism, Minister Cooper maintains, welcomes partnerships that help strengthen workforce readiness while supporting sustainable growth across the industry. Atlantis Paradise Island Resort officially opened in the Bahamas in December 1994 and has since become a landmark destination on Paradise Island. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings.
Thanks a lot, Alto. Well, several dozen orders of demolition given to a number of residents in an unregulated community located south of Faith Avenue. Lloyd Allen was in that community known as Montgomery Shantytown, where residents today began their countdown and are now forced to find alternative housing.
Over 135 of these notices have been attached around this Montgomery shantytown by officials just yesterday, indicating to residents that these illegal structures are now being taken down by government, and with the occupants given just 28 days to do so.
26 days is small. Give me 3 months.
ZNS News spoke with a resident living in the unregulated community off Cowpen Road who wants to comply with the request. But finding a new home, he says, is a challenge. Social Services was present with a mandate to assist specific occupants.
Well, our mission here today was to go throughout the unregulated communities along with the team of social workers to see who were in the communities who the Department of Social Services is able to assist. Bearing in mind the assistance provided by the Department of Social Services is for persons who are Bahamian citizens or with permanent residence.
Social worker Deborah Smith also noting a number of children as residents.
We estimated about 50 about 50, and from looking on, it seemed to be about 150 or so persons that are in the community, bearing in mind that many of them were not at home.
The notice referenced the Building Regulations Act, Chapter 200. Due to construction without a valid building permit, all of the 135-plus structures were given 28 days as of August 13th to be dismantled or will be demolished, giving those residents until September 9th to find new residences, as those structures will be demolished. The Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs, through its unregulated task force, this year has already demolished 6 shanty towns, 3 in New Providence, 2 in Abaco, and 1 in Eleuthera, with others also being assessed throughout the country. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Senators today read for a second time the National Health Insurance Bill. They're debating a compendium of health care bills comprising of the National Health Insurance Specified Chronic Diseases Prescription Drugs Fund Bill, the Health Promotion and Wellness Bill, the Dental Professional Bill, and the Pharmacy Amendment Bill. Amaya Moss reports.
Minister of Economic Affairs Senator the Honorable Michael Halkitis spoke on the compendium of healthcare bills, describing the legislative package as an important measure, underscoring that health is essential for all Bahamians.
We all recognize that healthcare is a basic need, and chief amongst the responsibilities of any government is to ensure that its citizens have access to healthcare, so that healthcare is accessible, it's affordable, and it's adequate.
Halkitis noted that the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted vulnerabilities in our healthcare system.
COVID-19 laid bare our healthcare woes to the nation and to the world. It caused the diversion of critical resources to treat and fight the pandemic. And unfortunately, what that meant was the continuing attention to health issues like chronic non-communicable diseases, the diabetes treatment, the healthcare treatment. They almost had to take, or in some instances, take a back seat as we fought the healthcare, the COVID-19 pandemic. In the years since, and though the worst of COVID-19 may be behind us, issues remain. It is against this backdrop that we debate the compendium of 5 bills before us today that I listed, which represents, in my mind, undeniable progress.
Halkitis acknowledged that substantial funding and resources are needed to restore health care to normal operations. He is confident that the challenges in delivering adequate health care to the Bahamian public will be overcome. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
In her contribution to the debate on the National Health Insurance Bill Thursday, F&M Senator Maxine Seymour made it clear that now is the time for the Bahamas to fix its supply and demand chain and pay close attention to stock levels when it comes to the ordering of various drugs for pharmacies across this country.
We have to make sure that, we diversify, because drug shortages around the world are impacting countries. And so we're no different. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be impacted. So when we talk about trade and expanding we have to find ways to really buy high quality drugs from other markets, or do whatever it takes to make sure that the supply chain is working properly and fully.
And still to come, more than 100 places designated as hurricane shelters in the event of a storm. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Long day? Hungry crew? Say less and satisfy everyone with KFC's Summer Buckets. Grab a super summer bucket and get 8 juicy pieces of fried chicken, 8 nuggets, corn, our new white rice with gravy, 4 buttery biscuits, 4 Switcher Pink lemonades, and 4 dessert biscuits. So whether it's on the beach, at home, or chilling with the crew, KFC Summer Bucket starting at just $20. Bring all the flavor. Summer with KFC. It's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Welcome to the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, the gateway to abundant opportunity, the platform for more, access to a continent with more makers and creators, more technology and manufacturing capabilities, more innovators and collaborators, more information and knowledge, a continent of opportunities for business in more markets and resources that accelerate progress and create space for more infrastructure, connectivity and networking, more creativity, production, and more deals for the people. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union Commission and the AFCFTA Secretariat, brings you the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair, hosted by the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Over 2,000 exhibitors, 35,000 plus attendees, 140 plus countries, $44 billion in trade and investment opportunities. Register now and enter the gateway to new opportunities.
Wait, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy? Wait, Marcos, wait. Yeah, bro. Special on all the large $1 pizzas, wait. Pineapple. All. Barbecue. All. Hey, VAT included, boy.
I need the $10 special plate. How many would you like? 20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
You're looking at a shot of the Nassau cruise port at Nassau Harbor, where millions disembark to see the capital. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. In a matter of hours, Tropical Storm Erin could become a strong Category 1 hurricane. Met officials anticipate the weather system to turn north and have no impact on the Bahamas. Nonetheless, Disaster Risk Management Authority Managing Director Aaron Sargent assures Bahamians that the National Response Plan is ready to be activated. Sargent also outlined shelter management during a press conference this afternoon at the Office of the Prime Minister, verifying that an estimated 144 shelters are listed on the updated national shelter list, although a small amount of them that didn't meet the requirements were removed.
We're encouraging residents to know where their shelters are, there are secondary shelters because that shelter might be full by the time that you might get there. And so, yes, we are working on developing or strengthening the capacity in terms of shelters in country. We know that the number is small when you compare to policy, in terms of population, but we are encouraging residents to know their shelters in their area.
But the message of preparation is paramount as Disaster Risk Management Authority officials implore residents to get storm ready.
Inspect your yards, review your family emergency plans, know where your nearest shelters are. And again, you can visit getready.gov.bs to find the necessary resources to help you and your families to prepare. But not to wait. Check the infrastructure around your homes. Know what to do with other family members, because we find that in these times, buddy systems help. So knowing whether or not you need medication and the like to ride out, or whether any natural hazard threat.
Tonight, Haitian gang leader Jimmy Barbecue Charizer is a wanted man. The United States is offering a $5 million reward for the gangster's capture. 48-year-old Charizer and another man, Basil Richardson, have been indicted on charges of conspiring to transfer funds from the United States to fund gang activities in Haiti. Barbecue, a former police officer, is said to lead a group of gangs in Haiti known as the G9 family, whose members are suspected of murder, robbery, extortion, rape, targeted assassinations, drug trafficking, and kidnappings. He has been under U.S. Treasury Department sanctions since 2020 and UN sanctions since 2022. Richardson, who is a naturalized U.S. citizen, was arrested last month in Texas. Here is United States District Attorney for the District of Columbia, Janine Peru.
Barbecue was a police officer in Haiti, but he led many campaigns of violence against Haitians in Haiti, including the notorious La Saline attack in 2018. Notorious because he both planned and participated in the killing of approximately 71 Haitians. It is a turf war that has shocked the human rights activists in the world.
As crime continues to be a challenge, authorities caution that technology alone cannot keep our streets safe, noting that the Publix Corporation will help create stronger and safer neighborhoods. Amaya Moss picks up the story from here.
In neighborhoods across the Bahamas where the echoes of crime have too often shattered the peace, closed-circuit television cameras, or CCTV, has become a symbol of comfort and protection for many. With more than 500 private homes and business establishments under surveillance, these silent sentinels serve a crucial role in supporting police investigations and helping to hold offenders accountable. However, the system is not without its limitations, says Grantley Eiffel, president and CEO of Magraful Security.
I think persons purchase based on their finance. Sometimes they ignore the fact that the cost of the camera system, type of the camera system, will have an impact on quality. So that's a limitation. Knowledge, understanding what the system does for them and is or designed to do for them, I think that's also a limitation.
Eiffel is contracted with the government for CCTV installation throughout the country. Still, he underscored the urgent need for stronger public engagement in curbing crime, acknowledging that CCTV alone cannot replace community involvement and collective strength.
Really and truly, the public, I think, is the best tool because they can give you play-by-play information on what they might have seen as a witness. They can give you a sense of what the pieces were to a particular crime that video surveillance may not.
These residents, Beverly Mortimer and Shannon Bannister, agree with Eiffel in being their brother's keeper and collaborating with police to fight crime.
But we need both. Because, what the CCTV camera can pick up, the community can really come out and really say, hey, this is this and that is that, because they know the drama, they know the criminals, they know who beefing, they know who doing this.
CCTV, whatever else is carrying on, who can assist us after it's done, might have its quality, but I'm one who thinks that it should start in my house, where I know where my children are going, what they're doing, and what they're bringing home to me.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Thanks a lot, Amaya. Well, a family of 7 still reeling from a fire Wednesday night that cost them everything. The patriarch providing an update on his family's condition and their plans moving forward. Danielle Dean reports.
The reality for Emmanuel Tybos and family is just now settling in following a raging fire that ravaged through their apartment and forced them to stop all of their church's activities.
And I can still speak in the gospel, God. That can't stop me. That give me more stronger and speak the gospel in the name of Jesus.
Tybos, who lived upstairs, remembers praying in the East Street church he leads as bishop, House of Bethlehem Ministries International, when a Gannap Street vendor operating just in front of the 2-story building interrupted with the worst news. It was then he sprinted up to the family's apartment only to meet his family, including his wife, who's in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, running towards him. His brother, the brother's wife, and their child living on the lower level. Now, for his immediate family, he says the 7 of them only managed to escape with the clothes on their back, but luckily a family friend was able to provide 1 or 2 outfits for each of them. But the father and husband says, unfortunately, Wednesday night, they resorted to sleeping in their vehicle on a local beach. Even Tybos's routine Wednesday prayer meeting had to be indefinitely cancelled beginning the night of the tragedy.
Full of water because the water come from upstairs when they kill the fire. Everything mess up in the church. I lose everything in there.
Thankfully, the family has already received short-term assistance.
Chauffeur service and stuff, like, they give me a place to sleep on the letter rig in the car. I don't know how long they allow me and stay there. After whatever they give me, I have to be a man. Go work for, that's what the Bible said. From your man, you have to go work to your own.
Now the latest from fire chiefs just one day later is, of course, investigations are still ongoing. Reporting from East Street for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Weather officials sending a heat advisory to the public on Thursday as temperatures baked near 100 degrees. Lloyd Allen was on the road checking in with the public on how they prepared to beat the heat.
Temperatures in the Bahamas today reaching as high as 90 degrees, but that's some good news for tourists like these ones behind me coming to Arawaki to catch some sun. But Bahamians across New Providence finding ways to stay in the cool and fight some of this summer heat.
First of all, I always wear a long sleeve. Some people might say it keeps you hotter, but it actually keeps you cooler because less of your skin is exposed to the sun.
From the Meteorology Office Thursday, a heat warning issued for the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands of a severe heat wave, with temperatures feeling anywhere between 112 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, while the remainder of the Bahamas will experience feel-like temperatures between 102 and 111 degrees for the next 3 to 5 days. Local construction mason Anton Joseph says he has felt the heat intensifying over recent days and continues a regimen for himself and his team to remain hydrated.
We also have a big container cooler over there filled with ice and nice cold water. So make sure the guys stay hydrated. And now and again, we take a break and go and sit in the shade.
While much of their time at work is outdoors in direct sunlight, Joseph also indicating that appropriate headgear is also essential to fighting the heat. Now, around town, we saw a number of Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority workers also taking a reprieve to beat the heat. A different story, though, for visitors at the beach.
We're from New York, so there's a lot of humidity out here. This is a different type of heat, so I'm not really tripping over this.
We've been here 3-4 hours now. I think the ship docked at 8 o'clock, so I've been out in the beach for probably like 2 hours now, but I'm doing okay.
Reporting from Arawaki for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on the live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive Fiber services when you port your landline.
Back into school.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, Malena joins me live for a sneak peek of Access Now. Malena, what's happening?
Well, we're meeting a few new people tonight. Last night we met Felice Jones, weather cadet, and we have a few more weather cadets in with us tonight. So the future of the Bahamas Weather Services looks very bright. And we also have a former intern turned social media influencer coming in, so we're going to be talking to her later too.
Oh, pretty interesting there, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues right after this.
Diet-friendly special.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
During Little Caesars Carnival of Specialties, you're gonna want to try everything. Like wearing a Balloon Man costume?
Or turning into a tuba?
No! Like trying all the varieties from the Carnival of Specialties at a special price for a limited time, only at Little Caesar.
For just $13 VAT inclusive, get it now at Little Caesars, Oaksfield, Carmichael Road, East Street South, Charles Saunders Highway, and Prince Charles in the One East Plaza.
Pizza.
And finally, tonight, International Men's Day is celebrated in November each year. Tonight, Desmond Saunders is in Oaksfield, where a meeting is being held to plan for it. Desmond, what can you tell us?
The International Men's Organization, it's an organization geared towards celebrating men. They're hosting an event here this evening, and the whole aim is to come up with strategies and initiatives to combat some of the social ills in our society impacting men. Joining me is the organization's president, Dr. Henry Higgins. A pleasant evening, sir. Let's talk about the inspiration behind this. We are fully aware that Men's Day will be celebrated November 9th, yes. But what are those strategies and initiatives that you hope to develop from this meeting?
Today, what we're trying to do is to come together, to put our heads together. All of us have great ideas, but if we don't have the manpower, we don't have the resources and the finances to bring this to play, then we are wasting our time. So the whole objective of International Men's Day is not to operate in silo, but to operate in collaboration. So this meeting this evening, we're going to share our vision. We're going to invite other groups to share their vision and see how we can bring our vision together to make a difference in our nation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Henry Higgins, the president of the International Men's Day, meeting here on University Drive, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture headquarters. Back to you, LaDonna, in the studio.
Thanks a lot, Desmond. Well, that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. But stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.